I don't know why I ever thought about doing this now. No, and...
Dad?
Yeah?
You're rolling.
Oh! Hi, everybody. This is Kip from America Bumper to Bumper. Today, we're starting something new, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be taking a look at some used cars. This will be the first in a series, and we're just going to see what it's like to, for a car, certain age, certain mileage, and how well it's stood up from new. So we will get into that with this beautiful 2011 Subaru Outback. So what we're looking at here is a 2011 Subaru Outback. This has about 158,000 miles. We'll show you exactly a little bit later on in the video. This vehicle has been very nicely loaned to us from Dan Kearney's Auto Sales in Center, Rutland, Vermont. So I want to put out a big thank you to them. This car is for sale. If you like what you see, I will have their information either in the video here or definitely in the description, so hit them up and buy this great car. This Subaru Outback is the style where it started to become its own model rather than the way Subaru had been doing it, which was a sub-model of the Legacy. This style Subaru, it's a little bit bigger, styling's a little bit different than the normal Legacy. This is a fairly optioned model. It's got some really cool stuff like backup camera. It's got this great roof rack, nice alloy wheels. Of course, with any Subaru, all-wheel drive. It has full-time four-wheel drive. It's got a bunch of storage stuff. It's got paddle shifters, believe it or not. And we'll be testing that out later to see how those paddle shifters actually work. Floor mats, it's kind of your normal, bit. But this is a 2.5i Limited. Limited generally in Subaru world means that it is top of the line. All right, so as I said, this has got the 2.5 liter Boxer 4. Boxer 4. Let's take a look at it. If anybody is familiar with Subaru, this is pretty much what they all look like. Boxer 4, so we have two cylinders here, and they work like this. Not exactly, because one's going in and out. So anyway. Boxer engines, they're best known for Subarus and of course Porsches. Chevy did have a Boxer engine, but that was only in the Corvairs back in the 60s. So the Boxer engine is not a very common or very used engine except for those two manufacturers. Horsepower rating on this car is 170 horsepower, and it also has 170 foot-pounds of torque. But these engines, overall are pretty simple, and as long as you do the maintenance on these things, they are really reliable. Subaru Outback, being that it is a station wagon, has a ton of cargo space. Excuse my camera equipment, but you can see plenty of space. Seats.
You could fit in there.
Yes, I could. Let's see. Seats fold down, and you get a ton more space. And as Gracie said, if you really wanted to, you could live in it. It wouldn't be comfortable, but you could. Snow! Alright, so Subaru's got a really great flexible cargo mat in here. But if you pull this thing up, you got some storage under, as well as your spare tire.
Wow.
This stuff also comes up, and you've got some more little storage stuff on the sides, but we're not going to get into that because that's just going to make a mess of things. It's a 12 volt cigarette style lighter plug-in, but you can get power back here. It also has a really nice Hardin and Carman stereo system, and that is going to be your subwoofer. Another very nice feature is this canvas cover, so you can hide all of your stuff so people can't see what you're carrying around. Alright, let's go on to the inside. So this 2011 has lots of very nice creature comforts. This one is equipped with an automatic transmission with the manual setting, so that's where you get to use your paddles. We'll go into that more when we drive the car. We have dual climate control, AC, rear window defrost. This is to point all your fan at the front here. Dual, like I say, controls, so you can have it as warm as you want on your side or cold. Nice little compartment for storage. Seats also very nicely are warmed, which is a very nice feature here in Vermont. And I'm telling you, my butt is starting to warm up nicely, so yay. This comes with 6 CD changer. I would turn the radio on, but then there's no way that eventually this could get monetized, so we're not going to do that. But I did have it on earlier. It does work nicely. Now, instrument cluster. We've got your TAC. We've got all your information that's in park. 158,543 miles. Woo! Speedo and fuel gauge. On the steering wheel, you've got volume control, up and down. You've got phone answer and hang up. You got your call mode, and over here you got cruise. In the back on the sticks, we've got all the wiper information here, rear, and all the front stuff. Over here, your headlights and your directionals. This car is also very nicely equipped with leather seating and a sunroof.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Now let's see. I might be,
Don't do it.
No, I won't do it. Sunglasses holder. Ooh, vanity mirror, which everybody likes. And those, you don't really realize until you have a car, there's a car that does not have that. Sun visor flaps are some of the nicest features that car companies can add to their cars. Up here, we've got your compass, and we've got these buttons are for garage door openers. It's a whole different, whole set of companies that you can set up your car to hit those buttons, and then lights might come on, doors might open. It's a whole bunch of different things. This does have a rear view camera, but I think that there might be something a little wrong with it. Bummer. What else we got? Oh, we've got power windows and door locks. We've got your parking brake over here. We've got your hill. Basically, you're on a hill. You can press the brake in. It won't roll back on you. This is a very handy feature when it comes to. Whoops. Very handy feature when it comes to manual cars. I can assume it's also pretty handy for these cars as well. But I can tell you, I had one of these Subarus with this feature on it, and it was manual, and boy, was it nice. Push the foot on, and Oh, pull off, push on. Yep. And see, parking brake is on. You also can see there, you've got the hill assist. That's what they call it. It takes me a while to remember things, but also, again, very, very cool feature. What else kind of fun stuff do we find here? Center console, dual, so you can have your paperwork in the top part and a nice deep area here.
That's a charger port
and auxiliary. That's a great thing about these 2011 cars, is when they really started to get into a lot of the technology stuff, as far as, you know, having the auxiliary ports, being able to do a lot more than just your normal AM FM CD. So way to go, Subaru. And what do you think, Grace? Is your passenger seat comfortable?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. And I can definitely say that the driver's seat is comfortable. You feeling the heat warmer yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Awesome. So let's go and take this thing for a bit of a drive and see how it goes. First off, the engine sounds really nice. Sounds like it should, as far as Subarus go. Around the parking lot here, it drove really nice. Let's see what it's like out on the open road. Something to think about. I'm not sure whether these Subarus had the CVT transmissions or whether it's a normal 4 or 5 speed automatic. The roads are wet, but all-wheel drive, you don't have to worry about much.
Does like it rides real smooth.
Yeah. And now I can really start to feel that heat warmer. That's heat warmer. Seat warmer. Gonna flop it over into manual and see how these paddle shifters work.
Oh, jeez. There goes your camera.
Yep. And now, like most automatics that try to be manuals, it's not as good as something you're going to get from, you know, McLaren or Porsche or any of the big sports car companies, but overall, not bad. It works. Put it back over into regular drive. Now this is something that's really cool. I don't know if you can get over here, Gracie. Oof. See this little MPG? I showed it earlier, but this will show you how well you're driving. You know, whether you're getting good gas mileage or not so much. That is a cool little feature. Now, very comfortable, the seats, very supportive. It's very, very nice having heated seats on a leather seating surface, especially again when you live in Vermont, because leather gets mighty cold, and these seat warmers definitely add nicely to this car. Very nice. The rear wiper works quite nicely. That's the thing with station wagons or SUVs. You know, the air currents kind of make everything go right into your rear window. So having a working wiper back there is an amazing thing. Now let's check the cruise control. Cruise is on. Let's see if it works. Quite nicely. Again, I would do radio stuff, but I can't really. I don't want to, take the chance of getting copyright strikes or anything like that. So music, unfortunately, will stay off. What do you think, Grayson?
I like it. I think we should get one.
I would love to have one of these. Let's see if we can. I think up here, yeah, up here we can take a little side road and we can check out that the hill assist. See if that works. All right, we got a bit of a hill. Let's see how the hill stop works. All right. So you put your foot completely on the brake. It holds the brake until you press the gas, and then it pops off. Oh, another nice little feature I just noticed. Both mirrors are heated mirrors, so that is another awesome winter feature. The roads are a little snowy, and that all-wheel drive on this thing works amazingly in this weather. So driving dynamics thing is very controllable. It tracks true and straight. Steering is very, very responsive. I would love to own a vehicle like this. I would have one any day of the week. And for this car being 7-8 years old, 100 and nearly 60,000 miles on it, and this car with all the proper maintenance could easily go a double that mileage, if not more. The secret of Subaru: if you take care of your Subaru, do the maintenance when you're supposed to, timing belts, head gaskets, water pump, stuff like that, these things are extremely reliable. They will go forever, but you have to take the time and the effort and the money to do that preventative maintenance. Final thoughts on this 2011 Subaru Outback is a great car. This car, as we said before, is for sale at Dan Kearney's auto sales in Center Rutland, Vermont. Price on this car is $69.95. This is, in my opinion, for a 2011, a great deal. This car, again, proper maintenance, will get you through many, many, many more years and many, many, many adventures.